Hi, I'm G.
And I'm Michelle.
And we are
the Bin Pickers. How you guys doing today?
Good, good.
Oh, good, good, good. Okay.
Okay, so we're going to do something a little different. We're just going to kind of lay back and talk about what we want to talk about and have some fun and answer some questions that we got in some of our videos.
Okay.
Right?
Yes, and I need to go through and like answer all the questions.
Actually answer them.
But we thought we would address a few of them that we've gotten over a couple past videos. But the last video I need to go through because people were saying they liked our son's artwork on the back.
Yeah.
So he was really excited to read all those. So thank you guys so much.
There were tons of people that said, "Oh, he did an amazing job," and he was so he sat and read them all. So
he did, and it was really cool.
Yeah.
So we're gonna kind of go. It's a kind of question answer, I guess, because we'll answer a few.
I just wrote down a few of the things that we had that I thought we should talk about.
Okay.
Okay. So first one, I sent an email to get a shirt, but haven't gotten any response back yet. So we have shirts, as you know. We have two kinds. We have
shirts.
bin pickers and bin pickers outside the box. We still have all sizes, but some of the sizes are almost gone. So whoever sent us an email, we didn't get it. So
because I think I had said, I'm not sure if it's the bin pickers or bin pickers at Gmail.
It's
and it's
the
bin pickers at gmail.com. Just to let you know that. I usually put a link down below and I probably forgot. So anyway, that's what it is. So if you also want to email me, you know, or whatever, you can email us there.
At thebinpickers at gmail.com.
At Gmail,
I almost said
I know. Okay, so there you go.
Okay. All right. Are you guys from California? No.
But wait a minute. I am from California.
Okay.
I was born and raised in California.
Yes.
Southern California, Orange County area. That's where I'm from.
Yeah. So she's from California. I'm from Michigan. That's where I was born and raised. She ended up in Michigan somehow. That's how we got together.
And then we moved back.
So then we went to Oregon, and then we went to California for 2 years. We bought a house there, lived in it 2 years, and now we're in Indiana.
Yes,
so,
Indiana. Here we are.
Yep. That's our story of where we've been. Right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, so here's a long one. Okay, so
okay,
we get this. We get this comment once in a while.
Yeah.
So like kind of similar to this, but we'll read this person's.
Okay, so I'll read it. You guys do realize that bragging about your finds online only educates goodwill onto which items to pull and put on eBay or their private auction site. It's people like this that fuel the fire that is poor selection at the bins. Not to mention that you're only adding competition to an already crowded setting.
So basically...
So there's a lot there.
Okay, so they're basically saying, like, people like us shouldn't do this because there just makes more competition at the bin or Goodwill or wherever you're at, or that the Goodwill's going to know what to pull out to sell, right? So we'll address this in a few different things.
Okay, so...
let me just go with the first sentence really quick.
Go ahead.
I don't want to say... If they say we're bragging about... Okay, so we just want to show you... We're just showing you. Like, this is what we can get here where we are. You know, we were in California before. Now we're in Indiana. Here's what we're getting, and here's what we're selling. Not to be bragging about anything. So I hope people aren't thinking that we're bragging about anything.
We're not bragging about anything. You know what I mean?
So go ahead.
This is how we make our living. And... There you go. So, for me, the reason that basically we started doing YouTube was, well, she showed me some of these people
Other
that
people
were
that had already done it.
We did not do this. We weren't the first people to do this.
Obviously.
I seen people's videos and I'm like, that's so wrong. You know, I didn't like some of the things that they were saying, like, oh, buy this for $10, sell it for $20, you make 100% return on investment. Except you have fees and all that other stuff in there. You make like no money if you do that. And I'm like, that's not how we do it.
But people do different ways. So we just want to show you like we might do it a little different way than other people. So we were kind of just like, let's put our perspective and how we have gone from, we've, you know, sold full time on eBay since 2008, right? 2007 is when we went full time. like he quit his job that he had part-time, you know, for insurance, whatever. So, you know, for 10 years, we have done it 100% full-time. This is how we make a living. This is how we support our family. You know, we have 5 kids. So we just wanted to show that perspective of it too, you know, because there's other people out there that want to do it full-time. So we just wanted to put that view out there.
Right.
And I don't think the stuff like, oh, Goodwill's going to be on to you about what you're getting. Okay, the stuff we get is not usually what the Goodwill's going to pull out anyway. They're not going to pull out vintage old t-shirts with spots on them or jackets with holes or some stuff that we sell, like pretty high dollar sometimes. They're not going to pull that stuff out, usually. Right?
Right. So our whole thing is we're different. We try to pick outside the box stuff. Now, obviously, we get some inside the box stuff because you have to, and that sells. But if you get the same things that everyone gets, it's hard to sell them. I like to get unique things and the Goodwill has no idea. If you go on their site where they have their own auction and stuff like that, they put things on there, and you're like, why would they ever put? They get to pick from all the stuff. Why would they put that stuff on there?
So do sometimes. Shopgoodwill.org. If you look at that, I think that's their site. You kind of look like this is what they pick out of all the stuff they get. You know, I mean, really,
they have no clues. They pay someone $8-10 an hour to pick stuff, and they don't know.
No,
you know,
I mean they know
it's
some
like,
stuff. I'm not saying.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I don't want to insult.
No,
anyone.
I'm not saying they don't know anything, but they don't know everything. Believe me.
Right.
Some of the things they put on there is
now,
good things that sell high dollar, but
I have to say though, I think in their stores you might not get as good of stuff because they might pull that stuff from their stores. Now the bin, totally different story. They put anything and everything in there, and they usually don't pull out the good stuff. About competition with other people there, addressing that, I think every bin that we've gone to, in my experience, our biggest competition is people that buy stuff and send it back to another country. I'm not sure, like, there was, like, the Philippines. When we were in Oregon, a lot of Filipino people were there, and they were getting stuff and sending it back to the Philippines.
And they would just, grab everything.
And in California, we had a lot of people come up. They were coming up from Tijuana, and they would load up, and then they would bring it back down to Mexico and sell it. So that was, like, a lot more competition than, picking through. Does that make sense?
Right.
So that was more I see as competition, not really other resellers, I guess. I mean,
well, obviously there's competition, but
it's not the same.
There's enough stuff for all of us. You know
there
what I mean?
is so much stuff, you guys. I mean, look at all the stuff people donate. It's unreal. There is enough for everybody to make money, make a living, sell good stuff.
And everyone, everyone does it their own way. Some people pay $10 and sell it for $20. I don't like to do that.
But if that works for you, that's awesome.
Some people do that, and that works for them. That's just not the way I do it. We're all different. We all do it differently. We don't brag about it. We're just trying to show you what we get, what we sell it for, things like that. So
we don't want to. Hopefully, we're not like hurting anyone's feelings or whatever. It says, we're adding
feel
competition.
the fire that it's poor selection at the bins. I can go to the bins in an hour and get 20 pounds of pretty good stuff. I mean, the selection at the bin here in Indiana, at least, and I've been to many other bins across the whole country. You can go look at my other videos. We traveled across the country, went to all these bins. There's good stuff in the bins.
Yeah.
There is.
Sometimes it is harder to get, but you maybe have to go at a different time than other people, or you got to figure out what's the best. So, you're going to have to... There's competition. When we started going to the bins,
there was
nobody was ever there. I mean, there was no competition. There was nobody. They'd switch out, and there's you, and it would be me and Greg just standing up there. You know what I mean? And then it gets busier and busier because word of mouth. It doesn't have to take YouTube. You know what I mean? Because this was years and years ago. Word of mouth spreads. I mean, you get a good deal when you go to the bins. So it's just that's the way it is, and I'm sure that's why Goodwill's prices are going up too, is because they know they can, because there's so many people going. Just like Disneyland, they can raise their price, people still go. Yeah. Because there's the demand there. So there's a demand for the bin. People want affordable clothing or hard goods or whatever, even for themselves, at their house.
Right.
So, once the word gets out,
there's plenty for everyone, though.
There's plenty.
There's money for all of us to make.
Yeah.
So there you go.
So just try to go in. Yeah, there might be a lot of other people there. Might be a lot of competition, but just think there's plenty for everyone. Try to go in with a positive attitude.
Absolutely.
Even though I get frustrated too sometimes, you know.
Okay, why have 2 eBay accounts? As you know, we have Great Clothes Finds and we have Bin Pickers.
Right.
Right. So our Great Clothes Finds is all women's. There might be a few kids things, but it's mostly women's. And then our Bin Pickers is all men's.
Our Great Clothes Finds too is like our hard goods stuff that we find. Right?
No, it's Bin Pickers.
Bin Pickers isn't hard goods?
No. We had Great Clothes Finds too. That's now Bin Pickers.
Oh, right.
Yes.
But
we
I
have
do
2
have...
accounts. You're messing us up. We had Great Clothes Finds too. We changed it to Bin Pickers.
But on Great Clothes Finds, also, we have our hard goods.
Correct. There's some hard
I
goods.
meant also instead of 2.
Oh, I thought you were saying Great Clothes Finds too. Sorry. Okay, so anyways. So I have 2 accounts because women's things on one. If you're a man and you're looking for a man shirt, you don't want to look through bras and all these other things that aren't for you.
Right.
So that's the reason we split it up. If you're a man, you look on the Bin Pickers, all you're going to see is man stuff.
We also have it's easier for us when we are sorting or we have it separated, like, okay, here's our women's stuff, here's the men's stuff. We keep them in separate areas.
Right.
So then I don't have to have all that together, and then it gets, confusing. So that's another reason why we have them separated.
It just works for us. I like it that way. Men's on one, women's on another. Do you have to do that? No. And if you're not selling that much or have that many listings, you don't need that either. But when we're really working hard, we have like 1,000+ things on. It's a lot easier to
have them separated. Right.
Yeah.
I agree.
So that's why we have 2 accounts, right?
Yes, that is.
Okay, so this is something that we get all the time. Can you look at my store and tell me why I can't sell anything? I have a lot of stuff on, and I only sell a few things. Well, that is, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings or anything here, but if you have 800 eBay listings on and you're not selling almost any of them, you have 1 of 2 problems. You either have the wrong stuff on or you have it priced too high. So that's just the way it is. It's like I spent so much time researching what to get and things like that, a lot, so you know what things to get to sell. Because if you get brands that don't sell, even some brands that are really expensive, they don't sell good. So you got to have the right thing, and you can't be overpriced. When she lists a lot of stuff, she'll go on and look at what other people have it on for. We try to go...
And you want to look at completeds, but you also want to look at active stuff, because you can look at completed, somebody sold it for $50, but then somebody else put one on for $30 as a buy it now.
And they haven't sold it.
Right. You want to come in a little bit lower. So you need to look at both. Completed is good because you can see what they sell for, but you also want to compete with what's out there already. So you want to look at what's on there. And I wouldn't say that we would be expert enough to look at somebody's store because... we have times too we don't sell stuff.
Yeah.
And right now, I haven't really listed. My parents have been here for 2 weeks, so we haven't got into work mode. Now he has, because he has all these pictures set up for me. So I'm going to get into work mode and, start listing, and hopefully it'll pick up. It is slow right now, I have to say. It depends on what you have, because some people are making great sales. But it's slow right now for used clothing.
Yeah.
How's that? That sounds better.
But that is December. People are looking for gifts for their family and stuff, and it most of the time isn't used clothing. So
in our experience, but
sometimes December's never been a great month for us. It's January. November is usually pretty good, and then January. So December's usually pretty slow for us anyway. So
pretty slow.
Yeah.
But other people, it might not be slow.
Yeah.
They might price their stuff super awesome. Now, I also haven't done a lot of, because when we were gone, like on our little trip, there's like that 3-day guarantee and everything. I didn't sign up for that right off the bat because I want to kind of feel out that. But I saw eBay's having commercials with like 3-day guarantee. So I'm sure if you don't have that right now, it's probably because people are going on there actually looking for that. And they also do the price match guarantee. So that's a lot of new stuff too, the price match.
Right.
So,
and we're not even up on that at all.
I know. Like, I need to do a little bit of updating myself on everything. It's just been crazy, right? Because we left California in September. Here we are in December now. I have to catch up a little bit.
Yeah.
And I got to get to work with some stuff.
So if you're not selling stuff, basically, the thing is, if you're not selling stuff, you're either priced too high or if you keep getting the same things that aren't selling and you just keep getting more and more and more of them and they're not selling, you got to get outside the box things. Outside the box.
Or basically price your stuff really cheap right now. To be competitive, I think right now, that's what you have to do.
If you have the right things, you can price them high and you'll still sell them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we're not selling a lot either. So
I know. I think we sold 3 things today. I think that's what we sold. We sold 3. I mean, I don't know what time it is, like 2 o'clock or something in the afternoon. Yeah. And we've only sold 3 things today. But I went to Walmart. Everybody's at Walmart. Yeah. They're thinking of new Christmas presents, stuff like that. But, I obviously have some of the wrong stuff on too. I mean, a lot of this stuff is stuff we picked up. I thought it might be good. Maybe it's not. So sometimes you have to learn, okay, I made a bad pick or whatever.
Trial and error.
Or you have to wait. Some items you have to just sit on for a while.
But if you buy your items at the bin, you have such a little amount in them. Exactly. I mean, we could do 50% off everything in our store. We would still make a huge return on our investment because we paid so little amount for it at the bin.
Absolutely.
It's $1.19 a pound at our bin now. So, things are pretty cheap.
And we
could do 90% off and still make a profit on everything. Not that I want to do that.
Let's do that.
No.
I don't think you've ever...
I like to make more profit than that, though.
He does.
Yeah.
I like to
It's a lot of work to take the pictures.
It is.
Well, you get it first, get the item, and then you sort it, take the picture, you list it, then we print the label. I mean, it's a lot of work to make $1 or $2. I like to make a little more than that, so...
But maybe I'll be running a sale in the next few days.
How about you just put some stuff on?
I know, I need to do that. My parents leave tomorrow, so I'll have to get back to work.
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
Yeah, it's time to get back to work. Yeah. So, there you go. That's just some of the questions that I wanted to kind of answer.
Yeah.
Like that. So, yeah. So,
there you go.
My suggestion is to make goals. And that's when we actually first started selling on eBay, we made a goal of we just want to make some extra money to pay some of our bills. That's basically how we started. And then it's like, oh, we were doing pretty good. And then it's like, well, she's like, I want to quit my job because she was having a baby.
And then our goal was $3,000 a month.
Yeah.
So that was our goal.
Make what she was making on eBay.
Right. So then, you set your goal
and then,
to $5,000. Then we had, when we were in Oregon before we moved, our goal was $15,000 to $20,000 a month. That was our goal. That's what we strive for. And if we didn't hit,
we certainly didn't start out like that at all. It took a long time for us to get to that point. Yeah. But
if we weren't hitting that goal, okay, we need to list a bunch more stuff. We worked really hard, you guys.
We did.
Really hard. We put in a lot of hours. And if you do it, you can make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because we did work so hard this time, now we haven't really done that. We're going to set our goal.
Well, our overall main goal was to be debt-free, to have no debt at all, and we are 100% there now. We don't owe anything on our house, our cars. We have no debt. That was our long-term goal, and now we're here. We reached that, and set goals like that, but don't set huge goals that you think you're going to get to right away. It took many
10 years
for us to get
10 years it took us full-time working on eBay. I guess maybe it was 8 because in California, but about 8 years to get to where we didn't owe money on our house, we didn't owe money on our car or credit cards or anything like that. So it took about 8 years from when we started going, okay, we're going to do eBay 100%.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it took a long time to kind of get where we want it to be, but
yeah,
you can do it.
Yeah, and we've done it, and we're here now, and
there you go. So now we just got to set goals.
Now we don't have to make as much as we do.
But we need to set our goals.
We were younger, and we worked really hard to get there. So yeah, we need to set some new goals. Yeah,
I wasn't old and had a 4-month-old. Now I was young and had 4-month-old babies. Now I'm old and have 4-month-old babies, so I can't work as hard. But you know, what can you do?
Yeah. So yeah, the first of the year's coming up. We'll have to set some new goals.
Yeah, and we're excited about that.
We'll see what our new goals are.
Absolutely. Okay, and then we'll pan out sometime in the next video. You can kind of see our setup that we have.
We'll show you our Christmas lights. We got Christmas lights set up. We have 3 Christmas trees. We'll show you the Christmas lights.
And guess what? They're from the bin, or family gave them to us. Yeah. I didn't buy any of these anything.
Yeah. For us to get debt free, though, that is another good point. Is I mean, we don't normally go out and just buy things, especially clothes or
anything really.
You know.
We don't buy like any Christmas decorations. I got them from the bin. You know, any stuff like that, like extra things like that from the bin. So if I want something, if I can't find it at the bin, I don't get it for the most part.
Well, I mean, obviously we bought a new computer and we bought TV, stuff like that. That's not from the bin, but
super cheap on sale, scour out, you know. I mean, but we bought these desks at the Goodwill. We bought our chairs at a used furniture place.
Yes.
I mean, you know, when you have to...
Our whole setup, besides these tables...
but you got them on total sale.
$17. But, yeah, I mean, $5 for the desk. I mean, we don't have much money. I mean, I try to keep it as cheap as possible. I don't like to spend a lot of money.
No.
So
there you go.
Yeah.
He's definitely cheapy, aren't you? Well, we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
But we wouldn't be where we are today if he wasn't like he is. So I'm thankful that he likes to, you know. I buy like the cheapest makeup. You see, I don't get my hair done, as you can tell. Right? All this stuff. Hey, but that's what you got to do. You know, it's worth it in the end to be able to not have like any kind of debt like over your head, like you know. So.
Well, just like all of our hair and stuff, you cut all of our hair and all that stuff, so we don't even pay for
Looks
that.
Good, babe.
Thanks. You like it? Then I wear a hat usually.
Yeah, right. Okay, we'll stop talking now. That was just our chit chat.
Okay. Check in Sunday. Hopefully, if we sell some stuff this weekend, we will have it sold Sunday. If not, we'll just chat again. Maybe we'll see.
No more chatting. Sorry. There it is. Okay. Hope you guys are getting good stuff, making good sales. You guys are probably having good sales. Maybe it's just me. It's like, oh, we're not selling much. Anyway.
But every time she starts to list some, and we start to sell some.
It's true.
It's like, you got to be listing. I don't know why that is. It never used to be like that. But now, you got to keep listing to keep selling.
It's true.
I don't know why.
I don't know.
So the in-laws, my mother and father-in-law will be gone soon, and then
Then he'll be happy because I'll be back to work.
Yeah.
Okay, but you got to spend time with family too. It's important.
I'll miss your dad. He helped me do so much stuff.
I know, right? Yes, we're thankful that they came and helped us. And my mom helped me with the babies and took me to Walmart and stuff like that. Okay, thank you guys for watching.
Yes.
Happy December. It's almost Christmas.
Today's December 1st. Huh?
I know, crazy.
2020.
Yeah, so think about what goals you want to set for next year. That's what I'm going to be thinking about. What goals do I want to set? You know, I want to make sure I'm getting my listings on, stuff like that. So we'll have to set our goals together, guys. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me know what your goals are so we can try to, you know, keep each other accountable or something.
Maybe we have the same goals.
Maybe. Okay.
Some, anyways.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Pick outside the box. Don't just get inside the box stuff. Get some different stuff.
Yeah.
Don't pay a lot of money for it.
Then you won't have as much competition either.
Yeah.
There you go. Thanks, guys.
And believe me, there's plenty for all.
Okay.
Thank
Bye.
You.